What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm Lyndon.
I'm Em.
I'm Garth.
And this is Coach's Corner. We make these videos to help each and every one of you change your relationship with food and fitness, so do us a favor. Like it, share it, hit the notification button, and subscribe. That way we can keep things rolling and reach more people every single week. All right? So we are going over, again, we're in the month of cardiovascular endurance, and we're going to be giving out different challenges, different things that we think are going to help land or help you be better overall. So in this episode, we're focusing on breathing through the nose. All right, and again, I wanted to talk about what that looks like. I wanted to talk about how often we see people actually harm themselves by not breathing appropriately. Again, how does it affect the journey when you don't? What happens when you do type stuff, giving some information to help people. And then we're gonna give them a nice little challenge. I think most of our community loves a good challenge, so we're gonna do just that. We were actually talking about beforehand what to do. So let's start. It comes to breathing through the nose or nasal breathing. Good or bad?
Excellent.
Good.
Okay, why?
Well,
Hey, yeah.
it calms your nervous system,
Uh-huh,
fills your blood with oxygen.
uh-huh.
And it's more like a filter.
Okay, so nasal breathing only is good?
No.
Well,
Because that's what we're talking
I like
about.
to breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth.
Yes.
Which
Personally,
would be what?
circular breathing?
Circular breathing is the way it's referred to.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Yes. Yes, it's exactly what I planned.
Yeah.
Nah, we're actually going over, again, all of this, or when it comes to breathing, you do want to learn to breathe through your nose. If you want to test yourself, we used to do this test in-house all the time. We would have people hold their breath and take a couple steps, because most people are afraid of passing out but have never actually been in a position to pass out. So helping people to understand what it's like when your body actually reaches those higher levels helps to remove fear around being at those higher levels. So AKA, if you can't breathe when you're doing something, are you really having it? Are you having a panic attack? Are you okay? I honestly believe most people's nervous system response comes from lack of engagement at those levels. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay, so again, we train the entire person. So we do some nasal breathing to teach people how to breathe, but most of the time we're teaching you to box breathe or circular breathe, where you're inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. That way you feel better. Give me an example of where you absolutely should be doing both, some type of activity.
All the exercises.
Deadlifting
You do.
heavy.
Yeah.
When you deadlift heavy, I know I was close to passing out when we
Today?
no, not today. When we went on Saturday, that one Saturday, I was deadlifting the 400.
The big deadlift. Shout out to the
Yeah.
crew for
And,
that day. That day was crazy.
I wasn't breathing right, and when I dropped the weight, I just felt my whole body tingle. I got lightheaded. I had to take a knee because I didn't breathe. I just tried to pull, and I'm trying to pull 400 pounds. Yeah, it almost took me out. Me not breathing almost took me out.
Yeah, I think a common occurrence is that people don't actually they breathe, but it's very shallow. If you want to engage parts of your body or your nervous system that really require give you a different type of strength, I think part of that is learning to take those deep breaths and exhaling on whatever you're trying to do. When you see athletes play at very high levels before they jump, they breathe in, but they also exhale as they jump, whether they're thinking about it or not. And a lot of that has to do with, again, what the body's capable of when you breathe appropriately, okay? Runners in training will only nasal breathe, but during regular times, again, you're supposed to be breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth and keeping that going, because that steadies your heart rate, putting you closer to zone 2 so you can run better. Yes? Okay, so if we understand that nasal breathing is half of the equation, what do we see when people don't breathe?
Struggle. I think since I've been training, it seems like a lot of people have this issue of not knowing when to breathe or how to breathe.
Right.
And you can see the physical difficulty, they're not able to lift as heavy,
Right.
move as efficiently. The movement is
Shaky.
off.
Yeah.
And then once they start to practice breathing, at first it's really awkward, which shows you how often they're not, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth,
Right.
harnessing their breath. But then once you start to see them really get it, the movement is so much better. It's uncanny. Like, we need to make videos about that.
I love that. So, I want to make sure, or I want to talk about this particularly because, again, breathing I think is big. Yeah, I think we've seen so many people come in the doors and they're like, I breathe all the time, or I do this healthy thing all the time, but have never really put themselves into it. Now, what I find very interesting is that when you meet people who actually deep breathe through life, they're calmer, they're more effective, they really do take a moment to reflect before responding, right? Taking a deep breath in the middle of let's say, a very hurried moment can be the difference between a rash decision and a right one. So again, learning to breathe through life is just the name of the game. But in our space, particularly, I will say, like, let's say we've got some older clients. Let's say we have clients in their 60s and 70s, and their breathing is usually pretty damn good. So I have to, like, I'll see them not do a move breathing correctly, but they're breathing in general, and they're talking about breath, and they understand it. Again, if you're not getting what I'm saying, people who breathe better live better, okay? And I think that's very, very important for a lot of people to understand. So try this, okay? If you're trying to get your heart rate up when you work out, only breathe through your nose. I think we're gonna do a little challenge in house. We were talking about it before the video started, as far as like a little challenge that you can do. So stay tuned for what that challenge is, because again, we're gonna be bringing these to y'all. We really want y'all to feel the impact of the changes we're making. And I don't know why I didn't say this, but we're in a new space. And we didn't even mention that we're in a new space. I think you can all see that we're in a new space, but I think it's important we say it too. So this is actually a space we're partnering with what's called Southtown Images, who's gonna help us bring different types of content to you guys. Again, we're growing, we're expanding, and we're doing a thing letting you know what we are putting in the work, right? Just like we actually put reps in the gym, we do the same thing outside, okay? That's what changes your life. All right, so Garf, I wanted to ask you this one. Okay, you run avidly, right? You were just talking about running in the last one. Okay, what do you see as most people's problem when running?
It is breathing. It's definitely breathing.
Sure.
From me running, I had to learn, even myself, I had to learn to, like, just these circulating.
Right.
I had to learn how to breathe in my nose and out my mouth. Because before, what I would usually do is just have my mouth wide open and just the whole time while I'm running.
Right.
And I find myself getting more tired faster.
I mean, I think if you start running and you don't understand running, I think you do whatever you think is right.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely.
Sounds
So
uncomfortable.
only, okay, I think this is fun.
Yeah.
This is fun, right? People who do yoga are usually better runners.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So imagine you don't do yoga, imagine you play a lot of sports. So you're trying to ask the body to do this thing that it never does, and you don't breathe right. You just feel like you're suffocating. Right?
Yep.
So again, I look.
Less energy, like
Yeah.
you're less energetic, you're not gonna run as long.
Spending more. Yeah,
Yep.
spending more
Yep.
energy, 100%. Just not having enough energy to finish one. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
I tell people all the time, I think it's been 2 years since I started my own personal running journey. And like the amount of stuff you learn every time you go out, right? Let's say you don't maintain the same weight, you try to maintain the same space. Let's say a year passes and you're 20 pounds heavier. You're not gonna run exactly the same because
Right.
your body's not the same.
Yep.
Garf yesterday at training was telling some of the ladies of the bet that losing weight helps to reduce some of the stress on the knees because we're meeting a lot of people in our field that have bad knees. And again, correct, right? It's one of those things where literally losing weight has a ton of different benefits. However, the ease of the thing is what I think we help people with every single day. A lot of times it's the simple stuff that we don't understand that literally gives us what we need so we can do whatever we want to do with our lives. Breathing is one of those things that you don't see done often enough the right way. And there's so many people. So if you know somebody who needs to learn how to breathe, right? Let's say, I'm gonna give 2 examples. If they're active, tell them to do their warm up with some type of mouth covering. My personal favorite is water halfway in the mouth, because then there's no like you can't really breathe through the mouth at all. Sometimes people let a little air escape or breathe, like if you put on a mask or tape, they'll try to breathe. Water in your mouth makes it so literally opening your mouth, you're aware. So they used to do this back in the day with different tribes and things who used to run or practice running on different reservations because they would run as part of like the journey for manhood. So I took it from that. And there will be times I'll just come in with water in my mouth and just do our entire warm up. And I notice very quickly my heart rate jumps versus when I don't. Okay, so that's the athletic way. Warm up, literally tape, water in the mouth, only breathe through your nose, see how it goes. For someone who's brand new or trying to look for an easier version, literally try putting tape over your mouth while moving through the house for 5 to 10 minutes. And you'll notice how short of breath you get very, very quickly and how it affects your nervous system. Again, we are only emphasizing using your day to help yourself be better overall. So if you're doing something strenuous, don't put tape over your mouth. If you're not used to that, if you're not used to putting your body under strain, make sure you adjust accordingly. That's why we gave you 2 levels. Anything y'all want to cover outside of the breathing stuff?
I would just say, man, a lot of people should be kind of
updates, things you want to talk about.
I would just say a lot of people should kind of understand where you're coming from, man. Especially with COVID and with the mask and stuff like that.
100%. Yeah.
It was difficult to breathe in.
Man, gyms opening up back up with masks was crazy.
Working out.
People were dying.
Yes,
like
sir.
They were.
Yes, sir.
There was people who were literally quitting the gym because they could not breathe.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's like when I seen high school kids playing basketball with the mask on. And, and their production was way different. It's not, they're not as productive because they're not used to have to only, they're trying to breathe out their mouth, but it's covered by the mask, so it's not as effective. So they're going through the nose and they're not used to the nose, so that's not really effective for them as well. So now their production drops.
Why do I think of? I can't think of what I want to say ATP. But it's basically how much your body processes sugar, right? So all things get broken down into sugar your body processes. The less oxygen or the less blood vessels with appropriate oxygen, the harder it is for your body to process even sugar, which is why people lose so many, like people will say, oh, if you don't breathe enough, you lose brain cells or stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of that stuff has to do with the fact that literally stopping the body from breathing actually halts functions of the body or lessens them, right? So again, breathing is fundamental, people. All right. All right. So thank you so much for joining us. Again, we want to keep these nice and short. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us on social media. We're on Facebook or Instagram under the name Getting It Daily, or you can check out our website, reach out to us directly, www.gettingitdaily.com. We are here to answer all of your questions. Until next time, I'm Lyndon.
M.
Garth.
And we're signing off.
Peace.
Peace.